return, the award for Best Actor on BBC America.
Welcome to the British Academy Film Awards. Thank you for joining us for this auspicious, star-studded celebration of cinema in all its forms, whatever that means. I'm Graham Norton, your host for this evening, which means there's more than one Irishman here tonight that seems to go on and on. Now, this is lovely, isn't it? Look at us, gathered here in the breathtaking Royal Albert Hall. Stunning, I think we can all agree. Well, maybe not Prince William. He's just looking a bit pokey, could knock through. Royalty's here, and why not? Because it's the BAFTAs tonight. It's the BAFTAs. The glamour, the excitement, the length. Now, I should add, don't be too concerned tonight because you're in safe hands. I'm not going to be mean to anyone because you might know in my other job, I'm a chat show host, which means apparently I have never seen a film I didn't really enjoy. It's true. I loved Cats. No, I did. Not even joking. It was brilliant. Cats, but with hands. So clever. I loved it. Yeah. Prizes for acting. It's not that hard. Now, a huge thank you must be made to all our American friends for making the effort to come here tonight because, you know, I know it takes ages to sail across the Atlantic, doesn't it? Yeah. You did, didn't you? Yeah, thank you for caring. It's the Eco Awards, ladies and gentlemen. This year, BAFTA have asked us to make sustainable fashion choices. Old clothes. Now, I really have. Fun fact, this jacket is older than Florence Pugh. I'm not even joking. It really is Florence. It really is. And there's so many young nominees done it. It's fantastic. Not just Florence. There's Jessie Buckley, Taron Egerton, Saoirse Ronan. You know, and I look at you guys, and I can't help but think, oh, if only I'd been born 30 years earlier. I'd be dead now. And not eaten away by bitterness and jealousy. Hey, 2019, though, what a year in film. I think it'll be remembered as the year when white men finally broke through. Yeah, they did it. What am I talking about? We did it. High five, high five. Yes, a bit of chat about the old white male privilege, and you can sort of see why. I mean, 11 nominations for Joker, which is essentially the story of a white man who makes himself even whiter. The wonderful Jojo Rabbit nominated. What a film. An adorable, heroic child and a cartoonish monster. It's like when Greta Thunberg met Trump. Other great films nominated tonight, 1917, Two Popes, and the incredible Parasite. Oh, so good. It really is. I was thrilled to hear of Parasite's nominations, though at first I did think it was a new category for agents. And how brilliant was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it takes a nostalgic look back at the Hollywood of 50 years ago, and what we saw was a misogynistic, male-dominated industry resistant to change. Taking a nostalgic look back at 50 years ago. Hey, and The Irishman, 10 nominations, ladies and gentlemen. Also released on Netflix, prompting the director Martin Scorsese to implore people to respect the film by not watching it on their phone. And didn't really need to worry. I mean, whose battery lasts that long?
And the BAFTA is presented to Laura Dern for Marriage Story.
When I was 6 years old, my mother received this very award in this category, thanks to Mr. Scorsese. And it sat on our piano, and my friend asked me, "Ooh, what's that mask?" And I said, "My mom told me that it's what friends give you to congratulate you because you get to have the job you love." So thank you, BAFTA. Thank you for including me in this room of extraordinary artists and beloved friends as we get to tell stories and do the job we love. We're so lucky. Thank you to our beautiful British producer, David Heyman. Thank you to Netflix, Ted Sarandos, Scott Stuber, everyone that worked tirelessly to give our maestro, our muse, our hero, Noah Baumbach, our story and his autonomy. To such an extraordinary cast I get to be part of, Adam, Scarlett, Alan, Ray, everyone that worked on this casting, our amazing crew. Thank you. Thank you to my beautiful family, my children, and all the other things and many things that I love about this country. Thank you for RADA, where I studied. Thank you for my Aunt Averill. Thank you for Peter Sellers. And my children get to grow up, and their heroes will reflect themselves in them. So thank you for culture growing with us. And I love movies, so thank you for letting me be part of it. Bless you.
And the BAFTA is awarded to Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I hate to disappoint you all, but unfortunately, Brad Pitt, I'm also very disappointed, is unable to be here tonight. So to pick up the award on their behalf is Margot Robbie.
Oh, okay. Brad couldn't be here tonight due to family obligations, so he asked me to read his response for him. Okay, he starts by saying, "Hey, Britain. Heard you just became single. Welcome to the club. Wishing you the best with the divorce settlement, blah, blah, blah." He then says, "Thank you to the Academy for this extreme honor." He says he's always been a bit intimidated over here, given the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts and the titans that have come before, so this is especially meaningful. He says he would like to thank producers David Heyman and Shannon McIntosh, the wild and wonderful Zoe Bell, Rob Alonzo, and the rest of the stunt team, the lovely Ariane Phillips for his oh-so-tight jeans. I'd also like to thank her for those. His old mate Simon Jones, and the one and only Quentin Tarantino. He goes on by thanking you again, and blah, 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 blah. It's a bit much, really. Oh, and he says that he is going to name this Harry, because he is really excited about bringing it back to the States with him. His words, not mine. Thanks.
We return the award for Best Actor on BBC America.
Good evening. Being named after the lead character in a French film
And being half German, it seems fitting for me to be giving this opportunity to present this award.
And being from Liverpool, I know how hard it is for people to understand what you're saying, even when you speak in English. I'm a Scouser.
Okay, well, on to the nominees.
아 잠깐. 제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고 과선배는 김치모 그는 이사촌.
سما انت احلى شي صار بحياتنا، بس شو هالحياة اللي انا جبتك عليها؟ انت ما اخترتي هذا الشي. رح تسامحيني؟
Question. Do you know about my grandma's condition?
你们说的啥呀？
奶奶她在英国学习，所以她会说英文。
是吗？
是的。
宋大夫，我想问你，结婚了吗？
哦，我还没有。
Votre mère est d'accord pour que vous sortiez seule demain. Vous serez libre. Être libre, c'est être seul. Vous ne croyez pas? Je vous dirai demain.
Hacemos acá. Yo no doy crédito, tío. Montas todo este numerazo para después no ir. Con lo que me ha costado que me dejaran esta chupa. Vete.
And the award goes to Parasite.
예, 감사합니다. 되게 멀리서 왔습니다. 사실 여기 계신 분들 중에 아마 제일 멀리서 온 사람들이 이제 저희 팀일 것 같은데요. 예.
First of all, thank you so much. I think our team, me included, have come the longest way to be here tonight.
저뿐 아니라 또 같이 후보에 오른 많은 아름다운 우리 같이 후보에 오른 작품들, 타오르는 여인의 초상, 페인 앤 글로리, 페어웰, 그리고 포사마, 같이 후보에 오른 모든 분들의 훌륭한 영화에 찬사의 박수를 보내고 싶습니다.
I would like to send a round of applause for all the great, amazing, beautiful films that were nominated in this category: Pain and Glory, A Portrait of a Lady on Fire, The Farewell, for Sama.
최고의 앙상블을 보여줬던 우리 배우분들이 없었다면 이제 이 상도 불가능했을 것 같아요. 그리고 여기 우리 위대한 송강호 배우님도 와 계십니다. 그래서 배우들에게 큰 감사를 드리고요.
This film would not have been possible without the great actors who formed the perfect cast ensemble for this film. Song Kang-ho, one of the greatest actors of our generation, is here with us today.
그리고 5년 전부터 저와 함께 이 영화를 구상하고 오랜 시간 함께 고민을 나눠온 또 우리 프로듀서 곽신혜 대표도 여기 같이 계시거든요. 함께 박수를 보내드리고 싶습니다.
And I would like to thank my producer Kwak Shin-hye, who worked with me on this film for the past 5 years, who have been my partner throughout this journey. She is also here with me today. Thank you to her.
예. 바프타의 모든 분들께 감사드리며 오늘 여러분 즐거운 밤이 되셨으면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you to everyone at BAFTA, and please enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now it's the time where we stop and take a moment to look back and remember all the people we've very sadly lost this year. Of course, many wonderful contributors now work across film and television, among them the great Tony Garnett, and we will be paying proper tribute to them at the Television Awards in May.
I've seen things to see you. See how you doing. How's business going?
Well, there's always business, just not always in here.
Darling, never let the sun go down on an argument.
Keep your eyes open, huh?
Make mine sarsaparilla.
Why I'm so in love with you.
Well, now, it's time to find out who has won the EE Rising Star Award, given in honour of Mary Selway. And presented is one of our previous winners, and risen he certainly has. Please welcome from Get Out and Queen and Slim, the brilliant Daniel Kaluuya.
Evening. What's happening? This has been an exceptional year for career-defining performances, and most notably from the next generation of talent who have captivated audiences around the world. You're all incredibly talented, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. The nominees for EE Rising Star are Jack Lowden, Aquafina, Michael Ward, Caitlin Dever, and Kelvin Harrison Jr. And the EE Rising Star goes to Michael Ward.
Wow, guys, thank you for that reception. I had something planned, but it's all gone to what? Oh, my days. I just want to say thank you, first of all, to God for making everything possible. Thank you to my dad, because I know you're watching down on me and guiding, protecting me on this journey. I want to say thank you to my mum for believing in me and sacrificing everything for all of us to be here. And I can't come up here and not say thank you to my team, Olivia Bell, Zania, Ellie for introducing me to the team, Gavin for putting in work daily to just find me more and more opportunities, man. And I want to say thank you to Top Boy for changing my life forever, Blue Story, you know, like I wouldn't be here without the movie. Oh man, boy, the list can go on. But what I want to say is, like, to people that are watching at home, like, looking at me, like, honestly, life didn't have to be this way, man. You have to seek the opportunities and just see a vision. And yeah, man, thank you guys, thank you.
From the extraordinary Jojo Rabbit, please welcome a brilliant comedy actress, it's Rebel Wilson.
Good evening, distinguished guests, and those who don't identify as that. It is really great to be here at the Royal at this Royal Palace place. Sorry, I was just told backstage that no one's getting a massive gift bag tonight. Yeah, instead you're all getting a gifting wallet. Yeah, which is funny because that's also the nickname of my vagina. So maybe it is me who'll win Best Original Score at the after party tonight. Now, as Graham was saying, tonight is all about sustainability. So I made this dress by sewing two old dresses together. The red is from that one time I didn't win Miss Australia, and the black is from a funeral I just went to for the feature film Cats. Cats, strangely not nominated for any awards. I'm not sure if everyone here is across the controversy, but this year there has been a distinct lack of nominations for felines. Yeah, okay, even in this Best Director category, no felines have been nominated. It's really shocking. But at least I get to hold this BAFTA for a moment. And wow, what a great way to stop yourself from getting coronavirus. Sam Mendes, Martin Scorsese, Todd Phillips, Quentin Tarantino, Bong Joon-ho. I look at the exceptional, daring talent nominated in this category, and I don't think I could do what they do. Honestly, I just don't have the balls. The nominees are
우리 아들. 그럼 이 집이 이게 너의 처갓집이 되는 거네?
It's my pleasure, Mr. Schwartz, and thank you for taking an interest.
Schwartz, not Schwartz.
The hell, I'm sorry about that. It's my pleasure, Mr. Schwartz.
You don't remember the conversation?
I'm saying, to the best of my recollection, I must recall in my memory, I cannot remember.
And the BAFTA is awarded to Sam Mendes for 1917.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, BAFTA. In the midst of all this hoopla and stuff, it's sometimes easy to forget the actual experience of shooting a movie. And I had a kind of director's paradise in this film that I think I will never, ever have again. So I want to say a real thank you to the people who actually helped me make this film. To three amazing producers, Jane Ann Tengrin and Callum McDougall, and my dear friend, who I've known since I was 14 years old, Pippa Harris. The best producers, really the best, the most supportive, to an incredible cast, to George Mackay, who was extraordinary in this film, and Dean Charles Chapman, and to the classiest bunch of day players a director could ever have, Andrew Scott, Colin Firth, Benedict Cumberbatch, Mark Strong, Richard Madden, incredible cast. Thank you. Thank you to the most extraordinary crew, and especially to four people. My production designer and friend, Dennis Gassner, to the brilliant Tom Newman for his music, to the extraordinary unsung hero of this movie, who was Lee Smith, the editor, and especially to Roger Deakins, the master himself. Thank you to all of them. And yes, it's a war movie that we made, but it's also a movie about home and about family. So it's moving to me to get this in my hometown for the first time, and to be able to say thank you to my beautiful family. To say thank you to my children, Joe and Phoebe, and the splendidly attired Charlie, who is sitting with us tonight. And of course, especially to my inspiration, my beautiful wife, Ali. This is for you. Thank you very much indeed.
Our next award is for leading actor, and to present it is one of our most beloved actresses. She's done everything from comedy to dark drama, and that was just in The Crown. Please welcome Her Royal Highness Olivia Colman, everybody!
Hello. Oh, I've got caught up in my frock. It's lovely to present the award for Best Actor because, well, I rather like actors, and I'd happily go for a Wagamama with any of this lot. And the nominees are...
Number 11, in Italy. The song doesn't work. That's the problem. The record's coked out MOR. The problem is you have never understood me.
How am I supposed to get my medication now? Who do I talk to?
It's oregano. Your gardener gave it to me.
Oh, yes. You're very popular. This popularity of yours, is there a trick to it?
I just try to be myself.
Hey, you could do anything you want to him. Throw him off a building, right? Light him on fire. Hit him with a Lincoln, right? Get creative. Do whatever you want. He's just happy for the opportunity.
And I do this thing for his mom where I pretend to cut myself, but I retract the blade. But I don't do it with him. Oh.
And the BAFTA goes to Joaquin Phoenix for Joker.
I feel very honored and privileged to be here tonight. BAFTAs have always been very supportive of my career, and I'm deeply appreciative. But I have to say that I also feel conflicted because so many of my fellow actors that are deserving don't have that same privilege. I think that we send a very clear message to people of color that you're not welcome here. I think that's the message that we're sending to people that have contributed so much to our medium and our industry and in ways that we benefit from. I don't think anybody wants a handout or preferential treatment, although that's what we give ourselves every year. I think that people just want to be acknowledged and appreciated and respected for their work. This is not a self-righteous condemnation because I'm ashamed to say that I'm part of the problem. I have not done everything in my power to ensure that the sets I work on are inclusive, but I think that it's more than just having sets that are multicultural. I think that we have to really do the hard work to truly understand systemic racism. I think that it is the obligation of the people that have created and perpetuate and benefit from a system of oppression to be the ones that dismantle it. So that's on us. Thank you.
Okay, we head on to the award for leading actress, and to present it is one of the greatest actors of our generation. I'm always happy to meet a fellow Irishman. Please welcome the amazing Robert De Niro, everybody.
Thank you for that introduction, Graham. You know you were my muse for the role. Just thought I'd say that. Best Actress. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at Best Actress in an inspiring and talent, and the 5 inspiring and talented nominees. Let's take a look at their work.
If I report this and it leaks, it will follow me for the rest of my career. I don't want to be defined by Roger's bull. I refuse to be the poster girl for sexual harassment.
I don't know, I'm trying to say this as undramatically as possible. I want an entirely different kind of life.
They hound people in this world. Anybody who's different. They can't stand it. Well, to hell with them.
I get so savage. I could hurt anyone, and I'd enjoy it. You remind me of myself. But you're never angry.
What is, I'm doing this gig at her house, and she's invited all these people, and I'm going to perform with my band. And then they're going to invest.
Invest? Invest in what?
In me.
And the BAFTA is awarded to Renee Zellweger.
Oh, he's a gentleman. Bob just said, this is very heavy. Thank you to the British Academy. This is very humbling. Saoirse, Charlize, Scarlett, Jesse, what an honor to be here with you tonight. Jesse Buckley, you are a superstar. I'm so proud of you for this evening. You're such a special person. You elevate everything that you do, and I love you and I admire you, and I'm so grateful for our collaboration. Thank you for our friendship. Thank you. And to Finn Whitrock and Rufus Sewell and our entire cast, including the Feather Girls dancing, and all our pals in the audience at the Hackney Empire who worked so hard. Miss Rosalind Wilder, your treasured memories of time shared with Judy Garland and the talk of the town helped light the way and inspired us all, so thank you. My team back home and here, thank you. My partners in crime, David Livingstone and Rupert Gould, thank you for your creative brilliance. It was such a pleasure to watch and experience. Thank you for your faith and for your guidance. Hey, Tom, thanks for those great words. Jeremy, for your magic makeup. Janie, for those unbelievable costumes. And I have to thank all my stage moms. Composer, Matt Dunkley, Jeff Foster, I can't forget him, Paul, Chandler, Lynn, Luke, Jen, Andrew, and Tricky Dicky, Kane, Milliken, Tora, and Brett. Your support and your patience meant everything. And to all of our crew, look what we did. Invited to the BAFTAs in this town where Judy played her final shows, lived her final days, alongside a film about that last chapter, made in this town by a group of folks who just wanted to collaboratively celebrate her. And look, it's pretty neat. Sharing this experience and this evening with you is among my life's great blessings, and I'm so grateful. Miss Garland, London Town, which you have always loved so much, still loves you back. This is for you. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Renee Zellweger, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. Catherine and I are once again really delighted to join you all this evening. Tonight we celebrate another year of exceptional filmmaking, and I'm thrilled that all those involved have been recognised. I'm particularly proud to stand here tonight, having served as BAFTA's president for the last 10 years. However, I must admit, I don't know whether I should be proud or slightly alarmed about the number of winners over the last decade who have betrayed members of my own family. Both here in the UK and in many other countries across the world, we are lucky to have incredible filmmakers, actors, producers, directors and technicians, men and women from all backgrounds and ethnicities, enriching our lives through film. Yet in 2020, and not for the first time in the last few years, we find ourselves talking again about the need to do more to ensure diversity in the sector and in the awards process. That simply cannot be right in this day and age. I know that both Pippa, chair of BAFTA, and Amanda, BAFTA CEO, share that frustration and continue to work tirelessly to ensure that creative talent is discovered and supported. BAFTA take this issue seriously, and following this year's nominations, have launched a full and thorough review of the entire awards process to build on their existing work and ensure that opportunities are available to everyone. Now, back to the awards themselves. One of the great privileges I have as president is to present the fellowship, the highest honour the Academy can bestow. This year, the award goes to a simply legendary figure in film. Someone whose films I have been watching all my life and continue to watch time and time again. I couldn't be happier she's receiving this award. To tell you more about her remarkable career, please welcome Daisy Ridley and John Boyega.
With over 70 feature films to her name and an impressive career spanning over 40 years, Kathleen Kennedy has been described as an inspiration, a trailblazer, and a visionary. Her work has produced some of the most iconic, cherished, and celebrated films of the last 3 decades, enriching the cinema-going experience.
Kathleen has been the recipient of numerous awards along the way, both personally and for the films she lovingly produces. Many of her productions have been shot here in the UK, and she has referred to the UK as a second home. Kathy, you didn't tell me that. And it was on one of those wonderful films that I was fortunate enough to meet Kathleen, and which we began a big journey, which included 3 films. And I also met Daisy and got to experience firsthand the sense of belonging at Star Wars, playing FN 2187, who was a stormtrooper who I thought I was supposed to go through the whole narrative because, no.
Kathleen is setting a precedent both to those around her, over half her team at Lucasfilm are female, and on a global scale. Playing the multi-dimensional heroine Rey in Star Wars has been incredible. Kathleen helped create a role which has been instrumental in embracing inclusivity in film.
She has worked with many legendary directors, and here is one of her longtime collaborators to say a few words.
Hi, Kath, and congrats on your BAFTA fellowship. I know how this was for me to join the likes of Alfred Hitchcock and Laurence Olivier and Maggie Smith and Elizabeth Taylor, Judi Dench, Chaplin, Fellini, and now a Kennedy. This name has found its rightful place in cinema history because of your artistic and managerial contributions to it. And I am so proud to say I knew you from the very beginning of our adventures in movie making for 41 years. I've been blessed to count you as a collaborator, a partner, and most important to me, my dear, dear friend. So, enjoy this rare honor made even more fitting since we have made so many movies in the UK, we are nearly British. And in that spirit, I lift this glass and say, cheers. Oh, this is real champagne. This is going to be ginger ale. But, okay, I don't drink champagne, but for you, I will.
Please welcome to the stage, Kathleen Kennedy.
So the first thing I was going to say is I really didn't recognize you, Your Royal Highness. You're not in your stormtrooper outfit. Little inside, but we did have a nice visit. You know, it has been amazing tonight to see the quality of films, to be reminded of what this word fellowship means. It was interesting to me that I thought that it was a word that really denotes so much of what I appreciate about filmmaking. And I entered the Fellowship of Filmmaking with my first trip to England when we filmed Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's also where I met my husband, Frank Marshall. And fellowship and mentorship, I think, go hand in hand. And I was incredibly fortunate to have 2 of the most incredible mentors in Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. And in my work with Star Wars, now what we're doing here in the UK, that fellowship continues through the mentoring work we're doing with the BFI and BAFTA as we create more opportunities for voices and new talent to work alongside the legacy talent that began here in the UK over 40 years ago and will continue to be our home. People define this fellowship. People and stories are what have always driven my love of film. I thank you for this award, and I thank you for the chance to look back and to appreciate the people and the fellowship I share this honor with tonight. So thank you very much.
Please welcome Hugh Grant, everybody.
Well, first of all, well done, Jones. That was a very, very silly little dress, I thought. Best film category is an amazing bunch of films. Actually inspiring. I voted. I don't normally do that unless I'm specifically trying to prevent Colin Firth from winning. These are the nominees.
Hello? Is that Frank?
Yes.
Hi, Frank. This is Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
Glad to meet you. Well, glad to meet you, too, even if it's over the phone. I heard you paint houses.
만약 지금 실전 수능이고 이게 첫 문제였으면 넌 시작부터 완전 엉킨 거야. 이거 봐. 몇 박도 완전 엉켰잖아.
I can't see! I can't see! Oh, stop! It's the mine shaft! But we have to jump! Come on!
Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
What's wrong with your real name?
That's what you called me on the show. A Joker.
It's official, old buddy. Well, it has been.
What are you talking about? What did that guy tell you?
Told me the damn truth is what he told me.
Whoa.
And the BAFTA goes to 1917.
Thank you, BAFTA, for giving us a really wonderful night. Thank you very, very much. And thank you for all the people who've gone to see this movie in the cinemas. It's still on. Thank you to the crew up there in the gods. Thank you. Thank you to Amblin, Jeb Brody, Terry Press, Universal, Donna Langley, New Republic, and all the home team at Neal Street, and all those people at E1 who helped release this movie. Thank you for your support. You've heard enough from me. I want to introduce someone else to make a speech for a change, the wonderful and the person we built this movie around, the extraordinary George Mackay.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Sam. It's a really wonderful feeling when, you know, that sense of alignment, and that's what we were going for every day with this film. There was never a lead element in terms of any department or anything other than the story and the shot that we were trying to get. So we'd like to share this with every single member of the crew and the team who gave their time and themselves to the project. And the whole process in the film itself is a lesson in the goodness that can come in going for something that's bigger than yourself. So working together within that. So thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the blink of an eye, that's it. Thank you so much for joining us, and good night, everybody. Bye-bye.